Now, back to our program.
Our next film is Tog Squad presents a Sven Westerhausen film, Nightblade, A Halloween Story.
Smith's Grove Sanitarium. He is now believed to be at large in Russellville.
On October 31st, 2007, we're getting reports of 5 kills, and a mental patient has escaped. He's so mental that he tries to achieve different results doing the same thing. So Booty Shorts here is getting harassed by her friends to go to the party and hook up with college guys.
It's time to hook you up with a college guy.
Or Michael if she was to listen to her friend.
Maybe you should ask your stalker outside.
Booty Shorts here finishes reading a bedtime story to the kid she's babysitting, and then goes back to texting. This film again features a Michael Myers who's forgotten his inhaler. So he has to go back into the house and get it. And in the meantime, he's gonna kill the babysitter. The kid who was being babysat wakes up to see Michael. Now 10 years later, she's in therapy and has to have a life coach.
No one is trying to kill me.
And this part is clearly a lie.
There is no man with a knife.
That's good.
Every night in her dreams, she sees Myers, she feels Myers, and she has to sleep with knives by her bed, which is a kink her boyfriend probably isn't aware of.
Have you got a knife in your head?
Because he's not the only man in her life. Dear Michael, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I hope you can't sleep and you dream about me. So to calm herself, Summer takes a non-creepy cemetery walk. I'm kidding, there's no such thing as a non-creepy cemetery walk. Where Mrs. Kink, I think that's what her name is?
Oh, hey, Mrs. King.
Was also hanging out.
I had one of those nightmares about him last night. It felt so real this time.
So Summer's gonna get herself even more counseling. And boy are the accents prominent in this film.
How's your relationship with Mark going?
He's my rock. I love him and he loves me.
And this is my rock. And wait a minute, here comes Booker T! He's got him! Rock bottom! Michael is keeping himself busy by chasing down Summer's friend, who accidentally reveals herself.
We're screwed!
Summer's father is contacted about the murder of Karen Smith. He finds his daughter and lets her know that Michael is back.
Baby, they found Karen Smith. She was murdered sometime yesterday. The police found her in the street.
The boyfriend tries to be supportive.
I appreciate what my dad does, but I'm sick of running away and being scared all the time.
But she's not trying to be rational.
I completely understand what you're saying.
How can you understand? You haven't been through what I have.
So Miss Kink was actually a co-worker of Dr. Loomis.
All those years we thought we were watching him. But no, he was watching us.
And Michael escaped on her watch.
We blinked and he was gone. Right through my office window.
The cop, he wants less bureaucracy. Guys like Michael Myers can't be saved.
You get them. Once the system has processed them, judged them, put them in straitjackets and shackles and handed them to you. I see them everywhere.
He wants less talk and more action.
You're looking for a cure. To me, the only cure is a bullet.
He lives in the real world, goddammit.
But all that went up in smoke when you blinked. So with all due respect, fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Boy, does that sound like political Twitter. So while Summer goes to answer the door for trick-or-treaters, Michael sneaks in and slices the boyfriend's throat. And this panics Summer so bad, she just casually walks away and goes to get a hold of her dad.
He's here, and he's killing everyone!
And then is able to fight off Michael by hitting him with lumber. Our shrink and cop arrive.
They're dead!
God.
They're all dead!
Oh, and the cops discover that Loomis and Mary were shagging pals.
Media implicating an affair between the two during their working relationship?
Oh my God.
Hey Michael, have you ever pictured Dr. Loomis having sex?
He's already here.
Michael does not like that imagery, so Mary's a goner.
You're never gonna kill again.
And now Cop Dad is gone too. But he scares Michael to the outside, where he's able to be gunned down. Ah, you know what? That was just Cop Dad with a mask put on him.
That's my dad, that's not him! He's still in the house!
Well, Gerard the completionist Cop Dad says his last words.
Just he wanted to kill.
Which I translated to, it's just, I know he wanted to kill.
Who would do all this?
Why would any Haddonfield resident ask that question on Halloween? Everybody give it up. Michael Myers is here with us tonight. It is awesome that you took the time to join us here. I know how busy Halloween can be for you. Thank you for coming. Just thank you for coming. Also, thank you for not killing my production assistant. Though, according to my watch, it's November 1st. You couldn't have killed a little bit faster and joined us here a little bit sooner? Ha! Whatever. Water under the bridge. All right, let's start with some softball questions. What's Busta Rhymes like? So why'd you choose the jumpsuit look? Do you just like the convenience of sliding on one pair of clothes? All right, no more beating around the bush. And I'm not talking about the bush that you like to hide behind when you're scaring a teen. Why did you choose to kill your sister? Maybe you'd have a lot more in common if you just tried talking to her. So why do you keep killing off your family members? And why are you trying to kill off all your family members?
Alright, I can't be silent about this any longer. You want an answer? The whole thing was a total accident. You see, I'd finished sharpening my knife. And I was so proud of the job I did that I wanted to show Judith. Well, Judith didn't have any time for me. So I figured, why not just be creepy? I could just lean over her like I was gonna stab her. And, well, I lost my balance and I accidentally stabbed her. Well, I mean, I didn't want to get in any trouble at that point, so I just continued stabbing her. Next thing I know, she was dead. I knew I was screwed and I wasn't going to get to go to the movies. And I had my heart set on seeing Sword in the Stone. And after it was all done, they sent me to this crazy guy called Dr. Loomis.
All right, so let's go to Twitter, where our top user asked question is, why did you want a rape incest baby with your niece Jamie?
What the f***?
We'll be back with the remainder of this interview after I get our final review done. The 31st is a Pickle Mickle production, and they run into mid-2000s camera problems. I had the same thing happen to me. They must have filmed it on a Panasonic digital camera. That thing glitched out all the time. Oh, excuse me, it's not called the 31st. It's actually Michael Johnson's Halloween. That's right, the famous 90s gold medalist sprinter made a Halloween fan film. This film also believes that Haddonfield would make a museum about Michael. It's Halloween 2007, and these Utes are gonna break into the old Myers home.
Guys, I really don't think we should be here. Dude, it is not our fault that the cost of admission is so high.
But not all of them seem to have the balls to go through with it.
Idea of breaking.
This team of low-rent looking outsiders run into a brother-sister activist team. They're responsible for keeping the Myers house from getting destroyed.
Well, in case you didn't know, you're trespassing.
Trespassing.
If only they knew how to save the audio from this fan film from the same fate.
I know if it wasn't for you and your little protest, this place would probably be a pile of rubble.
The Leather Daddies let us know how they feel about the protest girl's brother.
There's this clock tower in Indiana that's getting torn down. It's just not going to protest.
Wow, that's really gay. Guys.
And then Michael chimes in with his thoughts on activism. And we're greeted with one of many camera glitches that will happen throughout the film. This was not an artistic choice. The sister sees her brother's body and tries to get away. But come on, we've seen like 10 fan films so far. You know what's gonna happen. A year later, we get ourselves a news report, which lets us know that the search for Zoe and Blake has been stopped.
They mysteriously went missing a year ago, and we're still not sure about what happened. My sources tell me that they cut off the search right around mid-December, so I'm still not chatting with that. I really hope they're safe, but if not, We've done all we can do.
Then the news turns into E-News.
How Bill has gotten Hollywood. Director Rob Zombie's film based on the events from 30 years ago has come out on DVD already.
As they also say that there's Halloween movies, and then there's the real events of Halloween.
People are not happy with this whatsoever. They think it's very disrespectful, and many of them have petitioned the film.
Overly Scared Guy says the least convincing dialogue that I've ever heard from one of these movies.
It must be awesome living next door to a cop. Yeah, it's great.
So our main guy is trying to prep for a good Halloween party. And that includes getting his friend to pretend to be Michael Myers.
Anyways, look, all you have to do is show up as Michael Myers, we'll scare a few people, we'll laugh about it afterwards. I don't want to hurt anybody. Everybody's entitled to a good scare, it's Halloween.
And then he interrupts his friend while he's getting his pump on.
Okay, so 5 scary movies in a row with our closest friends. What do you think?
His friend is getting ready to propose.
I'm flattered, I really am. It's just I'm just so busy with work right now.
Not to this guy, to his girlfriend.
Didn't you like it?
Well, our main guy, he's not feeling this.
83% of teenagers who get married young end up divorced.
He'd rather focus on throwing a party with his parents out of town. Big Swole takes the opportunity to invite his girlfriend.
There will be food.
I'm in.
Who's easily convinced to go because there's gonna be food. And Michael wants to go to this party, so he drunkenly stumbles up to the house, where the teens are watching the Rob Zombie Halloween remake.
That is some deep-ass, serious, yeah, shit, man.
And I'm guessing the people who made this film really did not like that version.
This is lame.
So instead, the teens need to talk about the real Michael Myers.
Halloween, exactly 30 years ago tonight, he came home.
Yeah, we know. Michael Myers escaped from Smith's Grove 30 years ago and killed 16 people in cold blood.
But that subject's not as interesting as Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Isn't it strange that since that night 30 years ago, people have been dying in Haddonfield on Halloween?
You know what's even stranger? 29 years later, a Mr. Rob Zombie comes and makes a bullshit movie about it all.
So Skater Boy isn't convinced that the real Michael Myers is even dead.
Sam, the dude's been dead for almost a decade.
You can't prove that. You can't. I'll find out.
And that's proved when they get a phone call.
Who is it? What are they saying?
Have you checked the children?
No. What's your favorite scary movie?
7 days.
What did Michael even say on the other end of the line? Well, it must have been bad reception, because Michael has to show up in person. And kills one of the guests. Ah, that's one good scare. You know what? I think I fulfilled my bingo card. I'm going to go look at our prize closet. I don't know about these prizes. Guy's kind of a little too into himself. Our main guy starts cracking up. Dude, it was a prank he came up with earlier, bro.
It's nice.
Well, that kills the whole vibe of the party, and everyone decides, let's go home.
I want to go now.
Okay, I'll take you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too. I've had enough tricks for one Halloween. Alright? Cool.
Hey, if nobody wants this girl anymore, I'll take her.
We're too old to trick-or-treat and too young to die.
What?
Dude, you know my neighbor's a cop. So, you're out here smoking in front of his house, Sam.
What can I say?
Oh, this is the Dude Where's My Car prequel, where they're still afraid to be stoned in public. Well, Big Swole confesses to his girlfriend about being part of that low-rent outsiders crew that broke into the Myers Museum.
Me, Brandon, and Jamie all waited till everything closed and everybody went home. We sort of broke in.
And they actually stole Michael Myers' mask.
We just stole something.
You stole something?
Well, yeah, we just dared Jamie to take the old Myers mask, but it was just a joke.
And that turns the girlfriend on.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, apparently burglarizing does it for her. On his walk home, the stoned skater boy walks into Myers, who he thinks is just Jamie. And for guessing wrong, that's a stabbing. Our main guy arrives at Walmart to get some stain cleaner.
Did I remember to turn off the grill? Yes. Wait. No. Yes.
Truly riveting stuff. And Skater Boy, his luck continues to suck as he falls face first on an active grill.
This town has a death curse!
Oh, this guy just now decides to give out that advice? And what is happening with the audio?
He will never die!
Plus, I'm pretty sure this guy does this at all the Walmarts. Not only was Skater Boy stabbed and facially burnt, he's also going to be drowned. After leaving Walmart, our hero decides, you know what, it's time to sing some Proclaimers. You know, I've never related to a character more.
Just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
But the question is, will he attempt to do the high notes? Yeah, he did them! Back at the party house, we get the wrong character topless.
Where are you going?
To check out the noise.
You're crazy.
You're a pussy.
And that's gonna leave Big Swole to be easy picking for Michael. And Michael, he's just gonna admire his handiwork. Jenny feels bad for mocking Big Swole, and she comes back to apologize.
Look, I'm sorry about earlier today. I was just joking.
But since Swole came down with a temporary case of being dead, he's not gonna be able to accept an apology.
Okay, fine. Be that way. Be a little bitch. See if I'll give you a tampon when you come out of there.
Well, she just has a bubbly personality, doesn't she? But before she can do that, she listens to her iPhone instead, where she gets a message from Brandon, who of course wears a fedora in his picture.
Jesus, you scared the shit out of me.
By the time.
You know, Michael just wants to hang out, but Jenny thinks it's Jamie being a dick.
You know you can be a real jerk sometimes.
Michael isn't the biggest fan of being spoken to like that. And, by the way, he prefers the Rolling Stones. That's why he's gonna give her one shot to the body. Okay, he's gonna give her more than one shot. Brandon returns just in time for us to get that meta joke in. Were you worried that this film wasn't gonna mention Halloween 3? Because, there we go.
Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Brandon just thinks he interrupted his friends having sex.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, next time, shut the door.
But Brandon, it's not as bad as you think it is. They're just dead. And that skater boy, he got hung up like a coat. So Brandon runs out and gets the neighbor cop to help him.
Look, man, I just got off duty. It's been a rough night.
No, you don't understand. He killed them. You have to come help me.
I have been dealing with this shit all night. And I swear to God, I cannot stand this anymore.
It's either that or he just hates Brandon and doesn't want to help him. The cop sees the murders and requests for backup.
Oh my God. Go downstairs and call my partner. What? Speed dial 2.
As Brandon leaves out the front door, he runs into Michael. But it's not Michael, it's just Jamie.
Oh, dude, I got you. Hey. Dude, chill, it's just me.
What are you still doing here?
I'm sorry.
Look, it's not safe here.
But Jamie is also one of the murderers. What a twist!
Maybe I should have stabbed him. I had to wait forever for Michael to come back.
The whole reason for that break-in last year was so that Jamie could bring back Myers.
I thought maybe this year with the opening of the museum, but no. Not even when we broke into his house. I even stole his precious mask, but none of it worked.
But that didn't seem to work for him, so he had to do the murders himself.
So I thought, maybe this year, I should take over.
And then he planned on leaving town when the murders were committed.
I mean, what were you gonna do after you killed me? Oh, come on, I was gonna disappear, dude!
And why did he do this? Because we shouldn't allow Halloween to be celebrated in Haddonfield.
The fact that we celebrate Halloween in this town at all is insulting. It's like everybody forgot, but that's okay.
Michael Myers comes in and he's all like, dude, I don't need any partners. So he stabs Jamie, who falls to his death. Brandon takes a stabbing too, but luckily the cop wasn't actually killed and fires away at Michael, who proceeds to take a fall himself. The next day, Brandon is being treated for his injuries, as we see Michael drive away. Jamie was also alive as well, and he's the one driving the ambulance. You know, Michael, that was real nice of you to not slice and dice me while I did that final review. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I get it. You lash out because you just want to be loved, right? Well, I'll give you a hug. Come on, buddy. I don't have time to die. I have to finish doing the interview. Okay, well, I guess I do have time to die.
Nice.